Simply living to the fullest extent within myself is my calling. In a spiritual sense, I feel like it's a slap in the face to the sheer odds of your existence to not sometimes purely exist for yourself.
So with my philosophy, what I was writing, I guess what I thought of it as a philosophy.
Oh, you're writing your philosophy, you're saying?
It's completely different, but it's
I thought
more
you were
of
saying you were reading your philosophy. Okay.
No. So mine, it was more what was it? I was reading a book. I was reading The 7 Habits of...
Highly effective people.
Yeah. It was almost like a code of conduct of how you hold yourself.
Yeah. I will do this, I will do this, I will do this.
Yeah, more points like, yeah, exactly.
So it's a way to go about...
Oh, I wrote it down.
Philosophy.
It is, but I called it a... Let me get it.
It's a code, right?
Just wait. What the nuts?
My personal mission statement.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
That's what I called it. And when I was reading it, he said everyone does this in a completely different way. People write it like you.
Yeah.
People write it like me. I did dot points. It's simple. I was
Yeah.
I was tired. I will write it again, but I don't really think I'll write it like that. My plan is to do dot points, hang them up on my wall, and live by them.
Yeah.
Like try to actually enforce them and make myself about that.
So that's, for me, this piece of paper right here. And this is the attributes that I want to maintain in life. So what I've got, and this is a work in progress, and there's things I've got on my phone written down, but it's the two sides of things. It's the getting after it and the being like a good person kind of a thing. So, and it's a yin yang, and what I'm gonna do eventually, I'm gonna draw a big yin yang, and I'm gonna write them all in each side.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So it's, the one side is like very much about martial arts for me. Like for me specifically, that's where I'm gonna embody it the most. But it is all in life, because all martial arts is all life.
Yeah.
So it's things like courageous, unbreakable spirit, ferocious, intelligent, integrous, stoic, ruthless, annihilator, persistent, loving, empathetic, selfless, caring, accommodating.
That is a philosophy, right? That is
Well,
a mission statement.
It's an unfinished philosophy.
Sure.
Because it doesn't say how you're gonna do it. It doesn't say how to or why.
But does it need to?
I think for a philosophy to be complete, it does. I think you can't just say, this is the philosophy, be these things.
Yeah, if you're trying to teach it to other people.
Yeah, I guess. No, but even so, you have to have like, because think about it, you've got a mission statement, but you don't have a plan of action. Do you know what I mean?
Mine's, let me read to you. Because it's like, it's not just like that, like be stoic.
It's like things to
Be
do.
stoic.
Things to do. Stoic. Isn't that what it is?
Stoic.
Like my first one, maintain a positive attitude.
Yes.
Eat clean 85% of the time.
Yeah.
Enjoy some little things too. Prioritize family and friendships.
Yeah.
Don't swear at people. Limit swearing otherwise.
I like that, don't swear at people.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because I was thinking about it. Swearing's part of my personality. As bad as that sounds, I'm gonna swear sometimes.
Yeah.
But I heard Andrew Huberman say he will never swear at people. Like, part of his moral code. And I was like, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
See, I can't swear like that.
Yeah.
I did be sincere, yet decisive. Remember the people involved. Don't stray far from the truth. Plan in advance. Keep a sense of humor. Be orderly in person. Do not fear mistakes. Listen, really listen. Facilitate the success of subordinates. Challenge yourself every day. Become physically unstoppable. Train every day. Learn the disciplines of MMA so well you can trust yourself in every situation. Act on situations and opportunities. Stay away from addictive and destructive habits. Make my money my servant, not my master. Achieve financial freedom. Spend less than I earn and regularly save or invest part of my income. Accumulate as much knowledge as possible. Enjoy the little things. Remember, everyone is the same, and your piece of the puzzle means nothing in the long run. So make the most of it while you have it.
That's really cool.
Cool?
That was really good.
And that was a little whip up, like there's heaps to go.
And you know what's really cool? I just had literally maybe the coolest thought of all time. Like for us to do.
Yeah.
So
you know how I'm writing mine. So I was just showing Kai. Basically, I've got all this stuff written down, and this is a small part of it. I've got like a whole document. I'm writing a book. That's what I'm doing. I'm writing a book, and it'll probably release in like 10 years once I've really understood a lot of things. Yeah. But I'm putting it together from now, and it'll keep updating and stuff. But what I was thinking is, yours is so similar yet so different. Yeah. Imagine we both wrote a book on it. And yours is like a white book with like a black circle on it. And mine's like a black book with a white circle.
It would be so different.
And because it would be very different, but it would be very similar in a lot of ways. And because the reason I originally said that, what I was thinking was, I can, exactly what you just said, I can teach you how to put that into a book right now. And this is how you do it. Look at every single point you have and write down why, how, who. As in, who is like some people that have done something like this to like references when you're writing an essay. You know what I mean? Sure. And then, and some quotes from other people, which if you look around my room, I've got quotes to support every single thing you said. Almost every single thing. I honestly do, almost every single one. And then, and it doesn't just obviously, but just that's an example. So you say like the who is the references, that's the least important part, but still important. And then go, why should you do this? What's the reason? You know how your last one you said, I'm only a little part of the puzzles, and remember that when you go through it. Yeah. That's your reasoning to doing things in life. That is a big part of your belief system. So your why is your belief system. And then the what, like what really is it? Instead of one line, make the one line the title of what you're doing, right? So that one line's a little piece.
That's a chapter.
And then, exactly, that's a chapter. Yeah. Exactly. You get me? Now, can you picture how cool that would come together?
That would be awesome.
So now, imagine you do make that literally your life philosophy, and it just builds on that and builds on that. So imagine it like this. You just learned how to write one word, and you still have to learn how to write a sentence, a paragraph, and a book, right? Except you do that on every point. And then you will end up having like a really good book, but you'll also end up having something that you live your life by. Simple as that. Write out every single thing you just put in separate things. I'll give you palm cards if you want to put it on your wall.
And write it down.
And first write them on the wall and put them on the wall, just like that.
That's exactly what
and then add to them, writing about them in some smaller writing underneath them. So it'd be like here. So I've got, for example, I've got a quote and then I've got a breakdown of it. Except it would just be like a short line and then a breakdown, like that. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
I did plan on doing exactly that.
Perfect.
Having examples and like how I can implement.
Yeah. That could be sick. Imagine we did it doesn't even have to. Like we can just do our own stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what I realized a little while ago? I realized, and I know this sounds ridiculous, I think every man should have their own philosophy book. And it doesn't need to be a book. It can be a few pages. But how? You're living on other people's terms if you don't have your own philosophy.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was literally thinking, without goals of like what you want to do, like in my head, I feel like you need like a couple year plan.
Yeah.
And a way to go about it.
Yeah.
And you can actually like achieve stuff. If you have loose little goals.
Yeah.
It's so hard to focus on what you actually want if you don't know.
Yeah.
How would you know?
Oh, you thought you could get me, huh? No, fuck
we're not getting you, bro. We're filming a YouTube video. Alright, yeah, you can sit down. It's a cool conversation. Just sit on the floor or some shit. You don't get like bed status or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, no, what I'm saying, which is really, really cool, I believe, is that if you don't have your beliefs set in stone, if you don't have your understandings of life, which is kind of similar to your beliefs, if you don't have your own moral and ethical code, right, then you're following a borderline of your own, but also other people's beliefs. So, for example, don't get me wrong, you can believe in religion and that can be your beliefs. That's cool. For me, it's not what I do personally, right? But that can be that.
Having that something to believe in is very crucial.
Yes, you have to have something to believe in, but it has to be your own version. So even if you are of one religion, you have to know even in that religion what you particularly exactly believe in. If it's exactly the Bible, that's cool, but most people it wouldn't be. So you've got to know exactly what you believe in. Yeah. And then you got to know exactly who you want to be as a person. And given that will take time to do. That's why I'm not trying to pump out this book and publish it next year. I know that I'm going to keep growing and keep understanding more stuff in life over the next 10 years. How could anyone focus when their best friend's doing this shit? How could anyone focus? I mean, seriously. He's not even joking. He's not even joking. I'm explaining something serious. In the corner of my eye, these guys were waving the ship around.
But Star Wars. Alright, I'll leave.
Get my idea though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Did we just make a video accidentally?
Yeah.